What up? This is Rap Hits, and so Fat Joe's name's getting dragged through the mud. Look, he might be the new Diddy, he might be the new R. Kelly, he might go down in a Rico, but it all really depends on what happens with this Diddy case, because at this point, you know, it looks like Diddy was overcharged, and the public is not really going to be going for that. It's really going to be kind of embarrassing for the government to have put such strong charges against a rapper, and it's almost starting to look like, okay, y'all just trying to take rappers down now because you overcharging. I mean, like what R. Kelly did, he got like 30 years, and then the Epstein lady, Maxwell, got like what, 10, 15? You know what I'm saying? So R. Kelly was that much worse than that lady. It's like at this point, it's like, okay, are you guys trying to take down rappers? Because should have Diddy just been charged on the state level for the individual crimes that they're saying he did? So look, now with Fat Joe, there's no excuse for these allegations if that's true, what he did. You know, if there's any truth to the allegations about him, you know what I'm saying, dealing with underagers, and it sounds like a lot of weird stuff, maybe something almost similar to what Diddy was doing or R. Kelly, or, you know, it just seems kind of like these allegations are pretty severe. And so if there's any truth to that, that's what it is. But is it really a Rico? You know what I'm saying? Or are these just people acting bad? You know what I'm saying? So with Diddy, we'll see what happens, because that's all coming to an end right now. We'll see if he ends up getting charged and doing time or not. We'll see how many charges he catches or how many charges he drops, or are they going to drop everything? We don't know yet. But the public sentiment right now about the Diddy case is that he was completely overcharged. I mean, they're saying, where's the Rico? Why was he charged with a Rico? This really should have just been something where a state level on an individual basis for each thing. You know, throughout the years, they should have just been charging them for each thing individually. If y'all want to lump it all together, where's the criminal charges, you know what I'm saying, that y'all accusing them of doing? So, look, we'll see what happens with Fat Joe, but the Terror Squad, it looks like they're involved. It looks like Rock Nation is getting dragged into this. It looks like a lot of names are getting dragged into this. So we'll see if Fat Joe is going to be ended up getting charges off of this. I think, like I said, a lot of stuff starts with these lawsuits. So the civil lawsuit gets filed, and then the thirsty prosecutors might say, oh, yeah, let me look more into this. This looks like an easy case. This is a Rico. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're against rappers at this point. It's just like they're trying to take down a lot of the rap community. And it's looking kind of goofy, though, if these charges don't turn into nothing at this point, because Fat Joe, I mean, we'll see what happens with him. I mean, it is what it is at this point. In another news, Jay-Z is rumored to be performing at the next Super Bowl. All right, so look, this is gonna be interesting, because I think this is gonna be needed almost at this point, because people want to see that. I think, you know, Jay-Z's a legend out here. He was one of the first rappers to start really doing stadiums. You know, he was really like rap kind of turned into a stadium type of artistry way back in the early 2000s. I mean, it was when they started doing basketball arenas and stuff like that. You know, it went from kind of being every once in a while artists would be able to do a basketball arena to almost being a common thing. It was like a regular. Jay-Z helped take it there. And then you had the Cash Money tours going on at that time with the DMX Rough Riders. Jay-Z went on tour with 50 Cent and Snoop Dogg. And, you know, it just kind of took off from there. Rap became, you know, now it's like to the point where rap is doing festivals. And it got even bigger, you know, with Travis Scott leading the way, and with, you know, saying the Lyrical Lemonade festivals, and especially the Rolling Loud, that really took rap to a whole nother stratosphere, where it's not just arenas now. It bypassed football stadiums and baseball stadiums to do straight up festivals with like 3, 4 stages. So rap has become a super power genre. You know what I'm saying? It's something that, you know what I'm saying, nobody was really expecting. And I think Jay-Z was at the forefront of taking rap to those levels where, you know what I'm saying, it became something like that. So shout out to Jay-Z for, you know what I'm saying, um, doing this. Because when he took over that Super Bowl, that was much needed. That was very much needed because at the time, you know, Super Bowl performances was kind of getting kind of weird. Like, I mean, really that stage is for legends. But the thing is, whoever was running it before Jay-Z was obviously somebody that was from back then and was not really up to date. They were putting legends on stage, but these were all outdated performers. Everything they put on was like Aerosmith and I don't know, like people weird, you know. It was just every year it would be somebody that wasn't real exciting to the average person. I mean, once in a while they'd get somebody like maybe Prince or Michael Jackson. Once in a while, maybe a Janet Jackson. See, after that, Janet Jackson is when they really got scared to put on hip hop performers after that, or anybody R&B or anything. It was like when Justin Timberlake and Janet, that incident happened, they was kind of backed away and went right back to like Tom Petty, and you know, it would be like Tom Petty, and then, you know, it wasn't the best. Super Bowl was not that exciting for a lot of years. I can't even recall a lot of performances because nobody was really checking for it like that. So the stage itself, though, it's an honor to perform for the Super Bowl. Ever since Jay-Z took over, we got like Dr. Dre perform. We got Dr. Dre. We had Kendrick Lamar. You know, because Rock Nation took over, so it was like Rihanna. You had The Weeknd, and then people was like, okay, yeah, Usher. People was like, well, why y'all keep doing rap and R&B? You know, people was getting kind of upset. Like, you know, the general public, you would hear little mumblings, and they wanted to go back to what, Tom Petty? Like, I mean, I know, rest in peace, Tom Petty, but, you know, I mean, they wanted to go back to like what, John Mellencamp, Bruce Springsteen, and well, like who do they want? Rolling Stones, you know, like who do they want to perform? Who do they want to perform? You know, it's like they want a country artist or something. I think they want a Taylor Swift. You know, back then they had like Katy Perry, and you know, it's something like that. They want people like that to perform, and so it was like a battle where you would hear these people in the crowd or in the comments just complaining like Jay-Z took over as rap and hip hop every year, but you know, it's R&B and rap, and people was getting kind of you know, I don't know, but at a point it seemed like, okay, are they gonna keep Jay-Z when them allegations came out? Well, he beat them allegations and that all disappeared. So they said they were Super Bowl, and NFL said they were sticking by Jay-Z. Because Jay-Z's been bringing in numbers, okay? That's what it comes down to. Jay-Z has been breaking numbers and breaking records of Super Bowl performances. That's why they kept him. It's because he proved that this is what the public wants. No matter if people complaining, no matter what they complaining or saying in the comments, they're not the majority. They're just a loud minority right now. You know, they're just a very vocal group of upset people that want country music to be on the stage, and they're upset that they're not popular. They're well, it doesn't mean they're not popular. It's just they're upset that their form of music isn't being presented on a national stage like that. And you know, I have to be honest. I don't think that people is checking for. I mean, I know country's a very large music form, but I don't think the general public in 2025 is looking for a country artist to be, you know, to take that stage and to be like they're the number one, you know, thing right now. Really popular music is a lot to do with hip hop and R&B and rap. Let's just be honest. So many, I mean, it's been overlooked for so many years. You know what I'm saying? So Jay-Z knows what he's doing, and the numbers is proving it. People was complaining about the Kendrick Lamar performance. You know what I'm saying? They was complaining about it, but look at the numbers. He broke records. People tuned in. People wanted to see that. So no matter who was complaining, Jay-Z knew what he was doing. He brought in the numbers. And the NFL's been very happy with what he's been putting out. So, and not only that, look, I'm expecting a possible surprise Jay-Z album on the way around that time too, either before or after, you know, and Jay-Z hasn't had an album in a long time. So he just performed with Beyonce in Paris recently and the crowd went crazy. Now look, we gotta be honest, Jay-Z has not publicly confirmed that he's gonna perform for the Super Bowl yet. We gotta say this. We gotta start there. Let's start there. He has not confirmed this, but the thing is, this is the rumor that's been going around, and it got started, and I think it got started intentionally. I think this is just kind of circulating right now. I think they put that out there to see the reaction. So far, it's been a pretty good reaction. I've been hearing a lot of excitement, and I think they're just kind of throwing it out there just to see what the reaction is at this point. And I think that was a test run when he did that Beyonce, when he stepped out for the Cowboy Carter tour out in Paris. Jay-Z performed with Beyonce. He did a couple songs, 2 or 3 songs I'm hearing, and the crowd went crazy. You know what I'm saying? I think that was just kind of they're testing the waters right now. They're seeing the reaction, and it's true. There was a large reaction to the crowd went crazier than I've ever seen a crowd go when he stepped down on that stage. So I'm gonna be looking forward to this if he goes ahead and performs. Lil Wayne wasn't it, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that was I think he made the right decision with Kendrick, even though I'm not a Kendrick fan. I think Lil Wayne just doesn't have, you know, I don't know. It just wasn't his time, I guess. I mean, if you ask me, that was a little too street. That was a little too ghetto. Like Lil Wayne, I don't know if like that stage of the Super Bowl is a very serious stage to be taking part in. You got people like I said, Usher, you know, a different caliber of artists. You got to be really, really focused. And I didn't believe in Kendrick. I didn't think that he should have been there. But after seeing it, I mean, I kind of understand it. You know what I'm saying? Even though I thought that was kind of a reach to put him up there, I think more of a Drake would have been a better, you know, look, because I mean that's more of a superstar to me than over Kendrick. But for some reason they went with Kendrick, and you know he came through. So look, let's see if Jay-Z puts out any music around. If this is confirmed, I think the excitement's gonna build. I think this is gonna be one of the biggest Super Bowls ever, Super Bowl halftime performances, I should say, ever. If Jay-Z performs, I don't think there would have been a better artist to perform that. Because Dre did his thing, but Dre's not really a rapper like that. You know, he's more of a producer / rapper. Dre did excellent, but, you know, he shared the stage with like 50 other people. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like you know, Kendrick, I'm not a big fan. So, you know, he got a couple hits and everything that I respect, but I'm not a big Kendrick Lamar fan. I wasn't super excited about that, but it was exciting for hip hop. You know what I'm saying? But Jay-Z, I'm really not, you know, the biggest Jay-Z fan, but I understand and I recognize his status in the game. And I think that would be, you know, I would say I am kind of a Jay-Z fan. I mean, I respect the dude. I mean, who doesn't really respect Jay-Z? That's a legend in the game. So Jay-Z, you know what I'm saying? I think that would be one of the best rap performances for a Super Bowl ever. Because who else? What's his competition? Dre and Kendrick? Snoop did his thing and all that, but look, for Jay-Z to take that stage, I think that's going to be epic, and I'm looking forward to it. So, yeah, let me know your thoughts about everything we talked about in the comment section. Yeah, that's about it for today. Hey, let's get over 100 likes on the video. Also, let me see. Make sure you subscribe, and I got some links in the comment section and description box for you to check out, so you can follow Rap Hits on social media and all that. I'm out.